Boys, welcome to another video. We are back. It's been 8 days since we had an upload. What's taking so long? Is my shirt a little bit too saucy? Let's button that sucker up. Okay, let me tell you a little story, okay? Forget about it. There's no time for stories. We need to get straight into the content. Today, we're looking at some user submissions, okay? Now, we're doing a bit of a two-in-one here. We got user submissions, and they're submitted from the United States of America, the land of the bald eagles. United States dollars, not Australian kangaroos, okay? Please, come on. You gotta go into Ecstatic JP, look at the wheels for sale. This video would not happen without Ecstatic JP, okay? Jump on there. At the very least, pick yourself up a sticker if you don't want to get yourself some gorgeous deep dish chrome wheels at very affordable prices. Okay, with that out of the way, there are two local cars that I need to get out of the way here that I feel like are worth mentioning. Look at this, okay? 2003 Nissan 350Z Track Edition. Big fat EOI, because no one's ever fucking committed to selling. Mainly looking for swaps for a different platform. No immediate desire to sell. We're off to a bad start. He wants something that's SRC, RB, or JC, which is pretty typical. All the 350Z owners, they're sick of having a reliable car that performs well, and instead they want to get something that will misfire, have heaps and heaps of turbo lag because the previous owner put a 20G turbo on it when it didn't need one. And they just want reliability issues. This is normal progression for a 350Z owner. Let's see what happened. He's going to remove the ad on Monday. He means business. He bought it 9 months ago. He wanted to bring it up to standard. Now he's reviewing options. All I hear in that is, okay, I got the car looking sweet. Now I want some fucking money. I want to cash out, okay? It's the track edition with Brembo and 6-speed. It's got 184,000 kilometers on it, which is not too bad. Looks like he's done heaps of maintenance, which suggests there was lots of things wrong with the car. All these OEM bits, which I can appreciate. Axle back exhaust, head unit, Vertex kit, and short shifter. Issues. Shit wrap job. Okay? My first ever wrap with the cheapest material I could find at the time. Now, based on the photos, it doesn't look that bad. I can appreciate it. And the outer door driver handle is damaged. Okay. He wants 15.5 grand for it. Let's look at the photos. It doesn't look too bad. I actually like the wrap. It looks good. I can tell he used low quality material, but at least he did a good job at it. Okay, that's a very important part. By the way, if you want a wrap done, hit me up if you want one done for quite cheap with high quality material. Because this is fucking me. This is me selling my car. Yes, the time has come. The 350Z, it's gotta go. Jokes aside, it doesn't actually gotta go. We're actually gonna take down the ad. I don't know how to do it. I actually can't see the left-hand side of the screen because that's where the camera is, but let's just pretend I deleted this because I don't know how it works. I was gonna sell it or swap for another car, and then I was driving over the weekend and I'm like, hey, I actually like this car a lot. So we're keeping the 350Z. Okay, we're keeping it. But I will tell you a story. Someone came to actually look at it within like 12 hours of me posting the ad. The ad is pretty transparent. And when he got here, he got in the passenger seat and he looks at the ceiling. Like the interior is in nice condition, as you can see from the photo. And he presses the light, the ceiling light, and the LED doesn't turn on. And he goes, wow, this is quite the project, isn't it? He's buying an early 2000s sports car and he presses the ceiling light, doesn't turn on. He thinks it's a project car. Get the fuck out of here, man. He ended up telling me he was really keen and wanted to buy it. Took it for a test drive and then within like an hour messaged me that he didn't want it. So maybe he got a better deal. I don't know why I test drove it. But all in all, I am hella grateful that he did not buy it because I was out of my fucking mind at the time and wanting to sell it. Let's get to the content. We got a submission from Nasri. That is one of the fans that watch the videos. This guy is an S13 for sale, and based on these photos, it's not looking good, okay? happy to negotiate, happy to also finish the build for a price too. Okay, so for $24,000, I'd want to hope that the build was complete already. For $24,000. This guy can't even finish the build with the idea of 24 grand. He can't even finish it for himself. So do you really think he's going to finish it for you? No. What's this guy's background? He's clearly, we don't have anything good to go off of as a reference. Alright, let's see. SR20 Vet, that's the good motor. Needs new rods. So you're getting a shell with no motor, but the motor that it comes with doesn't even work. Looks like it's got some, like, a fair bit of stuff done to it. RB25 gearbox, that's nice. Man, this thing's in bad shape. This is a sad car. Even that Commodore in the background, the bumper doesn't even line up on that. What's going on there? There's my fuel pump. Okay, I put a new fuel pump in the 350Z. What the fuck is going on with this car? There's not really much I can say. Like, I try and understand the sellers. I'm like, okay, I understand their situation. They're trying to get as much money as possible. Times are tough. He's got a Cressida in the background he wants to put money into. He needs to fix that gap on the front bumper of the Commodore, so he's trying to get 24 grand for his S13. See, none of it makes sense. I can't understand at all why he thinks this car is worth 24 grand. I think the best case scenario for this guy is either finish the damn job and then get 24 grand for it, or sell the motor separately and then sell the shell for a reasonable price, because you're just not getting 24 grand, man. You're probably not even going to get 15. Like, someone, think about this. Someone's got 24 grand. And I use this example a lot. Someone's got 24 grand. Are they really like, man, where can I find an S13 that the build is not even finished? The body looks like shit. It's in pieces. Where can I find one that I can pay even more money for to get the guy who couldn't finish it for himself to finish? Not happening, chief. Obviously, everyone haha reacted. It wasn't getting much love. Moving on to the American vehicles. Okay? But I haven't looked at these, by the way. These are all user submissions. These are brand new to me. I don't know what to expect, but we're going to have some fun. 1991 240SX with an SR20 debt swap. Told it was fully rebuilt, but have no proof. Of course. Very hard to keep receipts. Very easy to lose them. If you take a photo on your phone, you might accidentally throw your phone into a lake and not have your backup turned on. So you just lost those receipts. Makes 450 horsepower with the tune it has. That seems like a lot for an SR. Maybe it's built. With the tune it has now, and runs great. I've had the car about 3 years and it's been nothing but a blast. Okay, this seems really cheap. It says automatic. We know how Facebook goes. So we've got ourselves a 240SX with an SR20 debt, making 450 wheel horsepower, and it's tuned, runs great. I've had the car for 3 years. This seems really good. Let's do a background check on the seller, Amanda. She's selling a snowmobile and freeze-dried treats. Does this really look like the owner of a 240SX? Hard for me to answer that. Let's look at the car. It's possible that her boyfriend was talking shit on people on Facebook, probably dropped the M word a few times, and now he's banned, so he's using his partner's account. Okay, got a bash bar. I think that's what that is. Looks cool. That's crumpled like a tuna can, but that's okay. It's built for a purpose. It's obviously got a battery relocation in the boot. That's, not a negative thing. Interior looks respectable. He's got some sort of, I should say, some sort of bucket seat in the front. And then I don't know what that seat is with the leather cover. Obviously cracked dash. Engine bay looks pretty sweet. Bit messy, bit dirty, but that's life. Pop-ups, nice. Nice, we got pop-ups. The pop-ups are less common in Australia, so nice to see that. This is nuts. This is 9.5 grand. That's like 15k Australian dollars. That's actually a good deal. Not a lot of bad things I can say. I mean, obviously it's built for a purpose, but seriously, you pay someone like a body shop to fix the fender, you get a new front bumper, take the bash bar off, put the rear bumper on, and then put carpets on the interior, and you've got a pretty damn clean car. You got an Instagram build there. You get some wheels from Mktplc, get some 9.5 plus 22s all the way around, maybe get some 10.5s in the rear. This is a really good buy. Obviously, it's not an automatic transmission. Would I buy it? Probably. I'd offer them $7,000 and then be pretty fucking stoked with my purchase. Maybe that's the market over there. Moving on. Whoa, $3,500. Sheesh. Okay, first of all, before we proceed, those wheels, don't pay $3,500 on them for them online. Send Ecstatic JP a message and say, hey, can you get the wheels in this photo? And I say, you know what? I got the supplier, I got the factory that manufactures them. Let me get them in your hands for 1,250 AUD. Okay, that's like 900, 850 US dollars. Let's look at this car. I love those wheels. They're really sick. So much concave. Got the cool JDM tail lights. The 240. Final loading go, needs hood and grille to be complete. The Silvia front end has 180SX glass, 5-lug conversion, 300ZX front brakes, staggered 18 by 10.5 and 9.5 wheels, uncracked dash. Most of the interior is there. Motors sold along with the harness, lost title, but can't work out. Okay, so this is like, I don't know how the titles and things work. In my understanding, in America, they keep some paper in their glove box, and that's, without that paper, they don't own the car. We just got like it associated with our digital license, like our identity. I like the way it's done in America because, I don't know, it just, I don't like the digital tracking element of it. Call me a conspiracy theorist. So he's lost the title, but don't worry, he's going to work out a deal. I'm not sure what sort of solution you can come up with for that, but I would hope it's a good one. Is it giving the car away? Because you can't have a title. Actually looks pretty good. It's got the transmission. All it's missing is a motor. It's $3,500. That's like 5 and some change of Australian kangaroos. Is it a good deal? I think someone will buy it. Well, someone bought it. I think someone will buy it, finish it off, and keep it under. If they have the mechanical skill, they can probably finish this off and do the build for less than what that actual car costs complete. So I think they're doing good. The body looks pretty nice, so I think that's the key thing here. Good deal? Yes. Next. Boys, we got a Corvette. Damn, everyone in Australia loves these cars. I love them. I love the look of them. They're so sick. The taillights, the big block rear end. These are a big car. Thinking about wrapping, actually, this would be nearly impossible to wrap. Not really, it'd just be really hard. These are so cool. 12,000 US dollars. Listed 23 weeks ago, so it's not even selling. Wow. That is sick. And they got pop-ups. This is like an American 180SX or 240SX. USDM 240SX. Damn, these are cool. We don't know if it's an auto or not. Even if it is, that's like 18K of kangaroos, and you've got yourself a very sick car. No description, classic. Don't need to put a description. The car speaks for itself. Probably has a motor in it. I prepared this. So this is one in Australia. These boys are so expensive. It's usually sold by like car yards who are importing them. Drives awesome, available now. Unmarked interior, cold air conditioning, brand new tires, power, everything. Transmission, LS1. Okay, so they're really hyping it up. Look, it's 46.5 grand. I would imagine this dealer probably paid like 38 to import it. So they're just making a little bit of coin on top and helping Australians access cars they wouldn't normally have access to. 98,000 miles. That's not many. So, is that like champagne? Not silver. Okay, maybe it is silver. So, $46,000 versus like 15, 18 or something. That's just the tax we pay when they're not available in Australia. That's nuts. Do I like this car? Hell yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, it's stole from this guy's import shop. Does he have any Japanese cars? Okay, it looks like he specializes in a lot of Chev. He's got this HSV. Yeah, definitely not the sort of vehicles that I'm familiar with. I will just show you a Maloo. This is like the ultimate Commodore ute. They have different tail lights and a much faster motor. The number plate's 220 miles per hour, so you already fucking know what's going on here. They're very fast. It's like they're expensive as 80k, man. I don't know what motor it has, but it's got a big one in it. What is that? LSX? Is it? LS3. Only an LS3. Okay, there's one model that has an LSX. It's clearly not that one. As for this car, look, do I think this is a good deal? Hell yeah. If this was in Australia, everyone would be buying that. It wouldn't even be... It would be on Marketplace for 1 minute, and the guy would literally speed to the seller's house to have the opportunity to buy it because he knows there's another guy driving as fast as possible. It's probably someone on a fucking plane trying to get in and swoop up this deal because 12,000 USD for a Corvette. I think it's called a C5. That is cheap. I love it. They're so cool. Moving on. Audi A4 4-door. Okay, so I used to think Audis were like either shitty economy cars or just like poser cars. Like, you know, I'm a real estate agent, so I need to go into debt to impress my clients that I have lots of money from earning commissions which is money that I basically steal from them. That's not how it works, but you get my gist. I usually just think they're like real estate agent cars. However, I actually sell these wheels. Hit me up, by the way. I have the factory. They are turbo sometimes and supercharged sometimes, which makes them not a stupid real estate agent car. On the surface, I was wrong. $4,000, and we're getting 4-door sedan, probably all-wheel drive. It's supercharged, so we got some aspiration. The rear end looks sick. I love that. It's on some nice wheels. It's a manual. How can I fault this other than the dog has had a fucking heart attack in the back seat and ripped everything up? How can I fault this? This would be so much fun to drive. Looks like it's got a coolant reservoir. Oh shit, it's got a radiator. Oh my gosh, it's got spark plugs. I'm guessing this is the list of things that he's done, changed. Yeah, tons of recent maintenance. I should read it to the end, not just standard inclusions. That's really cool. Car has some quirks, and mine needs to be. I'm guessing he's saying it doesn't need much to be 100%. If you owned it for 5 years, message me. I'll tell you. This could be a lot of fun. Let's check the Australian market. Audi A4 manual with some aspiration. I don't know if he added the supercharger. Audi A4. Let's just type turbo. Okay, nice. Turbo. Audi A4. What do we got? These are actually all really, really cheap. This one looks the same. That's a wagon. Nice. And it's manual. 6-speed A4 Quattro located Southport. Whoa. That's like the same money. Maybe a little bit less, and you're getting a manual wagon. 1.8 turbo. What was the other one? Probably bigger. Okay, now I need to get one of these. That's so cheap. Why is this cheap? Is it just luxury car depreciation? That's a wagon. Wagons are awesome. This should be Facebook Marketplace, user submission, USDM, wagon edition. That's so cool. Why are these cars so cheap? What year model is that? That's 2004. So let's like look 2004. And it's a manual. Have I said that? Did I mention that it's a manual? What? $2,500 for an auto. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. Another wagon. Is that like the same? It looks shit. Where's the turbo ones, man? Where are they? $1,000. Are you kidding me? Need gone this weekend or it's getting scrapped. Are you kidding me? Slipping gearbox, can't be bothered with it. But it's turbo. These cars are cheap. Why are people not having fun with these vehicles? Turbo Audi for... Oh, sell 5,500 when the gearbox was working. So the solution to that is just get the manual one. Then only the clutch can slip, or the synchros will grind. Man, this is where it's at. This is now where it's at. Time to go buy one. $1,500. Transmission issues. Okay, so it seems like everyone has transmission issues, which is why you do this on Facebook. You go manual. Get yourself a manual. Just looking for manual car. Manual Audi A4. Oh, 06 model. They're looking pretty spicy. I like the body shape. No time wasters. It's always good when it's going on the truck. Sedge one tune, all that shit. I think the wagon was one of the first ones that come up, and it's probably the best deal that appears. Just because it's a wagon that's manual, it's turbo. How can I criticize it? It's got the Olympic rings. Moving on. Mazda Speed 3. So I said Mazda Speed 3 because this is an American car. It's called Mazda. Driving around in the Mazda Miata. Miata. Can I get myself a Mazda Miata? Got that hard R. Okay, so we got a Mazda Speed 3. Mazda Speed 3. It's a manual. It's got a few miles on it, but that's not too bad. Third owner, looking to get rid of my speed. This guy's selling drugs. It's on Fortune Auto Callovers. Has a check engine light for random cylinder misfire, and it doesn't build more than 7 pounds of boost. I put a new turbo on it thinking it was an issue. What the fuck? How has this just been neglected? Has this never been serviced? Man, that's nuts. So it's got a misfire. It can't hit boost, but don't worry, it's got a clean title. Look, I like the color. The white wheels look good. They got a bit of a fucking caboose on them. Great car to fix and flip. He's gonna flip it, man. You're gonna flip it. You know, anyone who's selling their car and says, this will be great to flip, should just fucking fix it themselves and flip it if it's such a good car. You know it's terrible if they can't fix it themselves. So that offers a trade for manual cars. I like these cars. I don't like this one. Next. What in the world is this? We got a 1996 Toyota Sprinter Carib. Okay, so obviously this was cool because, and desired because it sold very quickly when the link was sent to me. $6,800 US. Recently imported from Japan, right-hand drive, has a 1.6 liter, which is the same as Corolla. Is that the 4AGE? Hang on. Displacement of 4AGE. I'm looking over the camera. Oh shit, this has probably got the 4AGE. Oh no, I gave you a sneak preview. Stay tuned for that. This is awesome. Power sliding sunroof, power windows, interiors in phenomenal, very low miles and fun to drive. So, if I'm understanding this right, this is an AE86 without pop-ups and in the form of a wagon. Sad that it's auto, and I'm guessing it's front-wheel drive. This is freaking awesome. I did not know these even existed. It has AC, and it's a 1996. It's got a caboose on it. Let's just take a moment to realize this is sick. Got the Oregon plates. They are probably the cleanest plates in the US. They just look polite is the way I would put it, whereas the other ones are so angry looking, like the California ones. I'm just not feeling them. Okay, hold up. California license plate. And then let's look at Oregon license plate. These ones. That's just clean and simple. You know, you got the tree on there, you got the mountains. It's nice. I like it. Now let's look at California. Holy fuck, it's so in your face and angry, okay? It's like, I'm at California! Whereas Oregon's like, welcome to Oregon. Hope you enjoy your stay. Come look at the trees. Whoa. Back to this. Oh, the sneak previews. 54,000 miles. This car's awesome. I don't know what I'd do with it other than just smile. It's even got the Japanese toll reader in it still. Yeah, that's so cool. And what I'm wondering is the guy gonna include the sunglasses with the sail, because they look really, really nice and stylish. That's what I'm talking about. Won't negotiate price if you include the sunglasses. What a cool and unique car. I'm glad this has been brought to my attention. Next car. What the fuck even is this? This looks like a school bus combined with a, like, apocalyptic school bus, but with a tray on it. It's got these... Please don't tell me that's the exhaust. I hope that's just, like, some like part of the tray. Oh, no, that's the exhaust. What the fuck is going on? Is that, like, an intake for the brakes? What? And the spray paint. I'm guessing they've just cut a hole in there and they've put some blue paint on it for the rust converter to seal it, and then put the sweet vents. What the fuck is the window? It's boarded up. This is looking like the Killdozer. Rest in peace, brother. I don't know what this is. That's what they do in the movies. What is this? It's got a sun visor and some horns on the top. I just spat. I don't know if you saw that. What? The best way I can put this, the best way I can put this car is, ew, because that's all I'm thinking about it. What the fuck is going on? He's got another scoop on there. I'm so confused. I'm gonna read the description. First of all, it's $2,500, so at least the pricing isn't crazy. Like, he probably paid his buddy $2,500 to fab up that sweet exhaust. Imagine that comes factory and I'm just looking like a fool. Looking for a reasonable offer, got stuck with the truck, was gonna harvest the motor out of it. 7.3, holy shit. But want it good. Hit me up or reasonable offer. It will drive to the coast and back. It's a great runner. The 7.3 IDI is strong, so looking for a high boy Ford. A high boy? Ford to trade for. Been looking around. Thanks for looking. Can someone in the comments just let me know what the fuck a high boy is? I know this is really awesome. Like, I was hating it at first, but it's got a 7.3 in it. It's got fucking wheels on the side. He should have bought them from here. Transportation. Look, this raises at least a dozen questions. The fact someone was actually driving this, they're out of their fucking mind. I wouldn't want to be seen in person driving this thing. That's nuts. But $2,500. Maybe you could use it on like a paintball field. Hold up a minute. Look at this shit. See this? This air vent. There's nothing underneath it. What's with the paint? What was even the point? You just actively made your car worse and he didn't even put it on straight. Fuck this guy. What a head spin. Okay, we got a Mazda 929. We got a Mazda 929. It's an oldie but goldie with low mileage. Solid car, needs driver's side in a tire rod and probably due for some new tires. Usually people who say it just needs tires, it needs so much more than tires. It's like I'm not saying that this guy's trying to cover something up. It's already sold, so it doesn't matter what I say. But someone says, like, has a small oil leak, just needs tires for roadworthy. That means that the fucking block is split. There's oil bursting out of it. The front tires, and that doesn't even... You get there's not even wheels on the car. That's what he meant by need front tires. So let's check this out. This is an old school, just cool car. It's a V6. That's awesome. Like, oh, it looks like a sofa. Old school, cool car. Even has the patina included with the sail. I love the body shape. It kind of reminds me of a Cressida, but I don't know. Something about this I'm just liking more. This is really sweet. $1,200, man. It's still very much drivable. I'd trust this car with my life. So his life's only worth $1,200 US. That's probably still like 400,000 Australian dollars. Get the joke, because the currency exchange rate is nuts. Ha 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 ha. You picture this. You see a car like this pop up on Marketplace. Why wouldn't you buy it? For what reason would you not put down some cash and buy this bad boy? I know I would. That's so freaking cool. Where are all the cool cars in Australia? I remember they used to be like $500 cars always. Now they're like $3,500. The deals are harder to come across, but good cars still exist. Moving on to the final vehicle, we got... What? This is like a cop car. Remember, I haven't even looked at these listings. I've just sort of like lined them up in order. Does not run, may have broken timing chain, or with a zero, maybe more. Bought it to fix, but lost interest in time. Like, what were you even thinking? He just bought it and then was like, oh, fuck, what have I done? Now it's time to sell. 4,500 OBO. Is this still available? Will be ignored. It's... Okay, I sent him a message. If he replies to me during post, I'll edit it. But it's like sleeping time in America. But if I owned a car like that, I'd be fucking up all night. I'd be losing sleep as well. Oh, it's got the LS in it. Okay. So when I read Capri, because this is the car we have here, they're normally fitted with the V6 motor. I thought this was the worst car ever, but now I'm seeing it's got an LS in it, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong about you, Capri. It's got this big ass front bumper. Motherfuckers in Australia do that as well, and I don't know why. It looks like he straight up just bolted it to the plastic bumper. That's going to be very effective. Where to begin? Like, what is going on there? So like a bonus mirror? Maybe it's for the impaired. Wow. Interesting transmission situation. Yeah, it was a cop car. Emergency. This was an ex-cop car, which naturally increases its value. Sheriff. 12. Soldier on duty. I don't know what that says. Wow. I can see why he bought this with the intent to fix. Maybe the motor's just trashed, but $4,500 for a car that has an LS inside of it. If that LS is sweet, this isn't the worst buy in the world. I know an LS is so much cheaper here, but yeah, this is hard. This is hard to comment on. If you can fix this, this is sick, but there's just so many variables with this, and it's in such a bad state that I don't know. I'm torn between this is awesome and what the fuck, who would own this? And I guess, why did I think it was he's dropped it to 3,800. So let's actually take this seriously. 3,800 USD to AED. So he wants $5,500. I don't really think it's possible to buy a running and driving Commodore with an LS for $5,500 in Australia. Let's quickly jump onto Facebook Marketplace and have a look for LS1 car, LS1 Commodore. Because we don't give a fuck that it's a Capri. I know that's like a cool thing, but really you're buying this for the fact it's a fucking V8. $8,000, I bet it's an SV6. I know it is. LS1. Okay. Forget it. Fuck this thing. This is a VZ Commodore or VY for $8,000 with an LS1. He must sell it. He'll probably take $6,000. It's got bugger all kilometers on it. And this thing has so many questions. If rear-wheel drive sedans with LS1s are hard to come by in America, for $3,800, it could be worth rescuing, but I have a feeling you're going to be spending a lot of money, not to mention a lot of these parts for the Commodore may need to come from Australia if the availability is low locally, because I know they just weren't massively popular. I think. I could be wrong. It's really hard for me to comment on that one, but all I know is if I was in Australia, I'd happily buy this any day of the week instead. I'd argue this is a nicer body shape as well. I think most people will agree. $7,000 for a Ute. That's a manual. Health. Is this an LS? Even if it's a V6, this is alright. Manual with some gauges. There's nothing that indicates it's an LS, so I'm gonna assume it's a V6, but still, I'd rather buy that. That's like an Australian 350Z. Yeah, interesting. Calais, that's like the luxury one. 8,500 willing to trade. No details. Won't even tell you the kilometers, the transmission, anything on it. Just 8,500. That's the type of owners that these cars attract. 6 grand. Stockies. It's a P-plater V6 manual. So I think we should wrap up the video. I can't make a decision on this car. It's got one owner. That's hilarious. It's clearly an ex-cop car and he's stating one owner. Man, if you can get that for $1,800, I think you've got yourself a deal. That's what I'm gonna conclude on. Boys, thank you for coming to the video. This was a long one. This video was nearly 40 minutes. Maybe we made it longer because we've been missing each other, been missing the connection to the audience because it's been an extra day than normal uploads and one less video. What's going on? Well, guys, I gotta tell you, this YouTube lifestyle, it's really getting to me, you know, the pressure of waking up every day, coming up with ideas to film a video, it's just really hurting me. No, that's not the case. Back to the normal schedule, boys. Next weekend, 2 videos. Thank you for watching. Peace.